Hey, boys and girls, I am going to go over some order of operations examples with you so that you can practice at home or on your own. You can pause the video anytime that you need to in order to get some scratch paper and work these problems out to see if you are correct. So we have been talking about the order of operations and using either PEMDAS or GEMS in order to help us remember the steps for the order of operations. Remember, the P stands for parentheses, E is for exponents, which we are not going to have in fifth grade, multiplication and division, which are on the same level, so you work those problems from left to right, and addition and subtraction, which are also on the same level but done after you multiply and divide. Those are also performed from left to right. If you prefer to use the GEMS method of remembering the order of operations, G stands for groupings, because you can have more than just parentheses. You can have parentheses, brackets, or you can have the fancy ones called braces. Again, exponents we're not working with in fifth grade, but it is nice to be familiar with them. M is going to stand for multiplication or division. And again, that's left to right, subtraction, or excuse me, S stands for subtraction or addition, and that again is from left to right. So if we look at this first example, we have 50 minus 5 times the quantity of 27 divided by 3. Or we could say that as 27 thirds. And 27 thirds is the same thing as 9. So we would do that first. I should have said we would look for parentheses or groupings first, which we did have that. Then we are going to bring down the rest of the problem that we haven't done. So we have 50 minus 5 times 9. So we no longer have parentheses or groups. So we are now looking for, and we don't have exponents, so we are now looking for multiplication or division. And I do have multiplication, so I know that I need to do that next. So 5 times 9 is 45. And then I would bring down the 50 minus, and that is my last operation. That's what I have left to do. So 50 minus 45 is 5. Okay, let's do another one for practice. And again, you can pause the video anytime that you need to get a scratch piece of paper or anything like that. So PEMDAS or GEMS. And again, the reason why some don't prefer to use PEMDAS is because the M is listed before the D and the A is listed before the S, but that, again, does not mean that you always multiplied before you divide. Remember, these two things are on the same level, so we work these ones from left to right. Okay, so we have 12 minus 72 divided by 9, or you could say 72 ninths plus 4. So we do not have anything in parentheses or groups, so we need to figure out what 72 ninths is, or what 72 divided by 9 is, and that is going to be 8. And then we have 12 minus, and then plus 4. So this is my new expression. I now have 12 minus 8 plus 4. So I have to reevaluate that. So I do not have any parentheses or exponents. Do I have any multiplication or division? I do not. Do I have any addition or subtraction or addition? Yes, I do, and they are on the same level, so I am just going to continue doing this problem from left to right. So I would need to do 12 minus 8 first, which is 4, and then plus 4 would give me a solution of 8. Okay? All right. In this example, we have 50 minus 2 times the quantity of 6 plus 4. So remember, when we have a number hanging outside of our parentheses bar or our bracket or our group, that means we are multiplying, okay? So 50 minus 2 times the quantity of 6 plus 4. So if we are using our acronyms or our mnemonic devices to remember the order of operations, we are going to look for parentheses or groupings. And we have 6 plus 4 in a group or in parentheses. So we are going to do that first. That is going to become 10. And I'm going to keep this in parentheses because I have that 2 on the outside. And so I'm bringing down the rest of this, and I don't want this to look like 210. So I am going to, 50 minus, I don't want that to look like 210. So I'm keeping that 10 in parentheses. So now I have 50 minus 2 times 10. And so according to the order of operations, I need to multiply before I subtract that from 50. So 2 times 10 is 20, and 50 minus 20 is 30, and that is the solution to my expression. All right, now this last one is a little bit different looking. Okay, so we have something that looks like kind of like a fraction here. And yes, this line right here is like a division bar. But when we are talking about the order of operations, and you have something in the denominator, if you will, you are going to do this first. Even though there are no parentheses around that, you are going to take 24 and divide that by the sum of 3 plus 5. So you will have one of these on your performance task. It looks very, very similar to this one. So if you get stuck on that one, you can always come back to this video and watch how this one is done. So again, we are going to solve 3 plus 5 first. And 3 plus 5 is 8. And so now our problem looks like 24 over 8. And 24 over 8, or 24 eighths, which means 24 divided by 8, is 3. And that is the answer to that solution. So when it looks like a fraction like this and you have the bar, you need to make sure that you are solving the denominator first, and then doing 24 divided by the sum or the difference or whatever is in the denominator. All right. If you have any questions on order of operations, just send me an email. You can always go back and look at the videos that have been posted on YouTube. All right.